Good morning, Davis. Today I'm going to show you how to import your grades from Schoology to eSchool. So first thing we need to do is go to one of our classes, and the next step is going to be to go to the gradebook. Now, once you open your gradebook, it's going to look something like this. This first column should say the first 9 weeks, depending on how you set it up. And the second column should be the semester average, again, depending on how you set it up. And then this is going to be all the assignments that we currently have. Now, your first step is going to be to click these 3 little dots off on the right-hand side. And you're going to hit the export button. Now, once you hit the export button, it's going to take you to this screen, okay? And you're going to have 2 options. Now, this bottom option will save it in such a way that all your grades will be one right on top of the other and doesn't make for a great import into eSchool. However, the top one does. So let's check this out. All right, once you open the gradebook export, it's going to look something like this. The first 2 columns, A and B, are actually going to have their names, but I've hidden those for the students' privacy. The third column is going to have their ID number, and then the 4th, 5th, and 6th are going to have their averages. So I think it's supposed to be the first 9 weeks, the second 9 weeks, and then, of course, the semester average. But I set mine up just a little bit differently. Then it's going to have all your ungraded assignments. So all my check-ins for each day was ungraded. And then it's going to have all your graded assignments, okay? So since I teach geometry, my first several assignments are about probability. And if you notice, I've got the TEK listed here to make it easier for me to see. So now that we've kind of gotten a feel for our Excel file, let's take a look at our gradebook. Now, the first column, I have the Unit 1 vocab quiz. We're going to import these scores. So we click this right button. We click on Import Scores from a File. We choose the appropriate file, which is the gradebook export. Open that. And then it's a CSV file, so we need to click the CSV tab. Now, it's asking for our student ID column number. So let's go back to our Excel file. Our columns have letters on them, but eSchool wants the number that's associated with that. So we could count all these columns, or since I know that Z is going to be the 26th letter and therefore the 26th column, we know that Y is going to be the 25th column. So we go back and we input the student IDs in the 25th column. Now, we're looking for the appropriate score. So we click back and we go and we look, and in our Unit 1 vocab, that's going to be in column T. So 5 for E, 10 for J, 15 for O, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So our Unit 1 vocab is in column 20. So I go back and I click column 20, and then I go to hit import. Now, if you'll notice, currently it is not importing, and that is because it is a CSV file. I'm really glad that this came up because I wanted to show this to you guys. CSV literally means comma separated values. And the problem with the CSV is that in the first row, you can't have any punctuation. So let's go relook at our Excel file. If you'll notice, in the first row, we've got periods, we've got parentheses, we've got commas, we've got colons, we've got all sorts of punctuation that doesn't need to be there. So We delete that first column. We save as a CSV. Now that we've saved our Excel file, one thing I'll point out is eSchool doesn't like it when you try and reload the same information twice. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit cancel. We are going to refresh our screen, completely refresh it, and we're going to try it again now that we've saved our CSV appropriately. We choose our file, which is going to be the gradebook export again. It is a CSV file. We put column 25 for the ID number. And again, unit 1 vocab is going to be in column 20. And we click import. Now, if you'll notice, not all of the scores imported. That means that only 5 out of the 15 students actually did this assignment. Now, these tabs are going to stay red until you put an actual number in there. Now that we've cleared all the red, we can import scores from the others. It's all going to be from the same file. So again, it's going to be from our grade export file. Again, our ID number is going to be in 25, but for the score for 13E, that was column 19. So we import. Again, we've got the red. It was 25 again and 17 for assignment C. And finally, for assignment D. Now, unfortunately, guys, that means you're going to have to put zeros in each one of these red markers before it allows you to go on. But once you add all the zeros in, it'll look something like this. Now, unfortunately, guys, this is how you do it for each class. So when you go to your home screen, you are going to have to download a CSV file for this class, for this class, for this class, this, every single class you have, you're going to have to download a CSV file for each one of them. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please email me at jwmccomb@aldianisd.org. Thank you for watching.